Good morning and welcome to this presentation on stakeholders, identifiers and databases. As part of our nationality mapping, we have asked several industry stakeholders to give us their insight. Most of them were broadcasters, public and private, and video-on-demand services. We wanted to know what was their experience in determining whether works contained in their catalogs qualified as European works. We also wanted to know if they have developed any practices to help make that determination, and whether they use any existing tools for that purpose. All respondents declare that there are no homogeneous data on nationality from the different national sources. Most respondents suggested to create a pan-European qualification standard and/or a centralized database for the nationality of films and audiovisual works. Some respondents complain that the information necessary to assess whether a work is European was not always included in the metadata provided by the licensor. The problem with a centralized database is that not all countries assess the nationality of all films and audiovisual works. Equally, different countries may assign different nationalities to a same work, and more importantly, a European national work is not necessarily European in the sense of the Audiovisual Media Services Directive. Furthermore, most respondents inform of occasional difficulties in identifying the nationality of films and audiovisual works, and several stakeholders always require this information from the licensor. Some stakeholders did an assessment themselves based on the directive's definition of European work when the nationality was unclear. Most respondents declared that they use one or more external sources to assess the nationality of works in their catalogs. These can be standards identifiers, such as ISON or IDER, or databases such as IMDb, Cine Europa, Europa Cinemas, or the European Commission's one. The revised Audiovisual Media Services Directive from 2018 encourages in Recital 35 that labeling should be used in metadata of audiovisual content that qualifies as European work and be made available to media service providers. For instance, in the case of ISON, there is the indicator of country of reference, which is a proxy of that of nationality. In the case of IDER, for instance, country of origin refers to the country of establishment of the production countries. This often, but not necessarily, coincide with the nationality of the works. Moreover, this information is usually provided by the registrants, with limited checking capacity by ISON or IDER. Respondents also declared to use online databases to verify the nationality of films and audiovisual works. IMDb includes the production companies involved and their nationality, but not necessarily the nationality of the film or audiovisual work itself. Other online tools take the information from a variety of sources, such as Cine Europa's database. And in some cases, such as Europa Cinemas and the EACEA film database, do the assessment themselves based on their own definitions. Moreover, these last databases include only theatrical films and not audiovisual works. For the final remarks, it is to be noted that there is no homogeneous definition of nationality, neither among countries, nor among databases and standard identifiers. The fact that a film or audiovisual work is considered national in a European country does not guarantee it is European in the sense of the Audiovisual Media Services Directive. And last, the information available, the metadata, to assess whether a work is European is not always available, Nationality is not a mandatory field in standard identifiers. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I hope this triggered some interesting discussion.